Hello everyone. As Rick said, I'm Chris, this is John, we're the best men. And if you're wondering why Rick has two best men, then you've got to understand that Rick can never do anything the easy way. Being the glutton for punishment that he is, he didn't think that one best man would be enough to ruin his reputation, so he chose two of us to do it.
We do feel honoured though, being his best man, and it is a great honour. But we're actually a little nervous and apprehensive about doing this. If there's anyone else who is feeling nervous, worried, apprehensive, it's probably because you just married Rick.
But before we undertake the customary duty of giving Rick an uncomfortable few minutes, it's part of the official duty of the best men to thank Rick on behalf of the bridesmaid Chloe, maid of honour Donna, and handsome ring bearer Riley, for Rick's kind words for having them play a part in this really special day. I have to say they all look wonderful and they've done an excellent job.
Yay! You're only eclipsed by Stacey herself, who I'm sure you will agree looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Rick, as always, just looks stunned. Anyone like us has been fortunate enough to spend time in their company knows what a great couple Rick and Stacey are together. Perfectly competing with complimenting each other. Thanks, Rick, for giving us a great meal. I don't know anyone else, but that's certainly a major factor why we're here. And thank you also to Stacey's parents and Rick's mum for a wonderful day so far.
We do need to point out, about 10 minutes before we started, we were given a list of do's and don'ts that we had to stick to. Number 1, don't tell any lies. Number 2, don't swear. 3, don't tell any rude jokes. Number 4, don't mention ex-girlfriends. And number 5, do tell positive stories about Rick.
As well as this speech, our job today was to get Rick here on time, sober, and acting calm. So, 2 out of 3 bad.
The stag weekend was quite an event last weekend, and of course we've been sworn to secrecy by the guilty parties, but we can let you know some of the highlights. Try to look at Rick's face for any signs of guilt or embarrassment, and please feel free to ask him to elaborate on any of the points later. Nearly missing the train, forgetting to close the toilet door on a busy train whilst using the facilities. Vomiting in a beer garden only 1 hour after arriving.
It's on Facebook. So.
Eating chicken wings and a hot dog, which is quite impressive for a vegetarian.
Sorry.
And tucked up in bed by 9 PM on the first night.
Nearly missing clay pigeon shooting. Firing a live weapon and trying to catch exploding shrapnel when most sensible people would duck. Going for a romantic meal with 2 with Renwick. And finally dressing in a full Supergirl costume with revealing cleavage, miniskirt and red boots and loving it. Despite all of this, we got him back home in one piece and we are all still friends. Most of us anyway.
I first met Rick with his brother James at Smithy Bridge Primary School when he was about 6 and me about 8. It could hardly be said that we took to each other immediately. We didn't talk to each other again for another 20 years. That's true. But fate determined that together with John our paths would cross again later. And this time we kicked off immediately as good friends. So in fact I go further and say that Rick's like a younger brother to us.
I first met Rick when he bounced into my kitchen. Chris kept saying, "What are you doing here, Rick?" Over a few drinks we decided we were definitely having him as our friend. I think being here today, it's safe to say that in Stacey, Rick has finally found what he was looking for all of his life. If only she had found him sooner. We wouldn't have to hear his blow-by-blow commentary about his impending direct debits in exhausting detail. We wouldn't have to drink alkaline juice from his DIY water ionizer. And he wouldn't keep us waiting when shopping, when poring over the new Peter Andre calendar.
Things are always a little more complicated than they should be with Rick. For instance, sending one simple text from Malia on my mobile became a 30-minute phone call to Halifax Bank when I got the bill. It appears the best way to clean Rick's trainers is with Chris's expensive shower gel. And Rick not understanding why his mobile phone sometimes doesn't work after it's been thrown at a wall or smashed into smithereens on a windowsill.
That's twice.
We've all benefited from his DIY work, though. He always gets the job done. It just might be a different job than the one he started with. Some examples include his automatic toilet seat closer, his automatic door closer with added magnets from the pawn shop, his homemade shower. The temperature gauge ran from freezing to electrical sparks to on fire.
His room was actually in it.
And it ended up on fire.
How the fuck did his shower get on fire?
Looking back over the last 10 years or so, John and I made a list of all the really crazy times.
Yeah, of course.
The strip clubs, drug dens, the gambling, the times we rolled in at 8 AM. Rick, where were you? Always at home, building shelves. Well, it's not like you're going to have any free time now you're a married man, is it?
So Rick and Stacey, you finally got married, for better or for worse. Which is quite appropriate, as Rick, he couldn't have done any better. And Stacey, well, he couldn't have done any worse.
Moving forward into married life, Rick, you were very lucky. You leave here gaining a partner who is warm, loving, caring, funny, and radiates kindness wherever she goes.
Oh, you were talking about the dog.
Well, Stacey, you're very lucky too. You leave here having gained a beautiful dress, some flowers, and a Supergirl costume.
So our advice to Rick is accept you are wrong. And if by some wild chance you are right, remember to keep quiet. Advice to Stacey is please look after Rick and lend him back to us every now and again.
Every Friday night.
Now, joking aside, we do have to say how sincerely pleased we are that you two have tied the knot. We know we've told you before, but once more won't hurt. Rick, you're the best friend anyone could wish for, and we can't imagine a world where you and Stacey aren't together and blissfully happy. Just look at them both. Their love seems so pure and simple. Stacey's pure, and Rick is simple. So all that remains is just to ask you to charge your glasses and stand up. And join us in wishing Mr. and Mrs. Williams a long, prosperous and happy life together.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom.